Hello friends, welcome to my channel. If you are a regular viewer of this channel, then by this time you must have realized that I am an admirer of Satyajit Ray and his work. Not just an admirer, but I am also a collector of various books, mags, paper cuttings, and everything or anything that is related to this great personality. Very recently, I got hold of a very rare issue of a Film Society magazine called Montage. Published in 1966, the entire issue is dedicated to Satyajit Ray. In 1966, Satyajit Ray's 14th film, Nayok, the hero, had released, and he was already a household name in Bengal. But outside Bengal, he was just a famous name. This magazine attempts to understand the maestro through the prism of his craft and through the eyes of different film personalities and film critics of that time. So without wasting any more time, let's see what's inside. The magazine is published by Bombay-based Anandam Film Society. It features 4 sections, as you can see: aspects, impact, prelude, and process. B.D. Garga writes a kind of introduction. B.D. Garga was an eminent film historian and documentary filmmaker. He even made a two-reel film on Satyajit Ray titled Creative Artists of India, Satyajit Ray. As the title suggests, aspect section features some important articles on different aspects of his cinema, starting with Ray's Men and Women by famous film critic Chidananda Dasgupta, who happens to be the father of actress and filmmaker Aparna Sen. Then Death in the Trilogy by T.G. Vaidyanathan. T.G. Vaidyanathan was one of India's top critics. Then Gautam Kaul writes the theme of love in Ray's films. Then Horror in Ray's films by Adi Katrak. Then comes a very important section, Points of View, which includes 3 reviews of each of Ray's films made till that time. So here you can see the list, some big names like Lindsay Anderson, Kobita Sarkar, Mari Seaton, B.D. Garga, Uma Kripanidhi, David McCutcheon. So this is a very important section. Then the complete script of Nayok, the hero, in English translation. The second section, Impact. It features 4 articles. The first one, Satyajit Ray Takes the Measure of Americans by Robert Steele. Robert Steele was an eminent filmologist and a professor at Boston University. Then Garsan Dakunha writes Getting to Know Ray. Garsan Dakunha is a stage actor, Indian stage actor, and a very famous ad man. It also includes a handwritten letter written to Garsan Dakunha by Satyajit Ray himself. Then film journalist Jagmohan writes Ray, Some Reflections. The section ends with an article written by Mrinal Sen. Ray sets an example. Mrinal Sen was Ray's contemporary and a world-renowned filmmaker. Third section, Prelude, includes 4 articles, including one by Ray himself. Here it says, the articles that follow give an insight into some factors that form the prelude to Ray's performance. The first one, by world-famous French film critic Georges Chadoul, a wide-angle view. Then Satyajit Ray writes about Jean Renoir in Calcutta, followed by 2 articles by Raghunath Goswami and Pritish Ghosh discussing about graphic art of Satyajit Ray. Last section, Process, features 2 articles by Ray himself Then followed by an interview with Subroto Mitro. The interview is taken by Mrinal Sen. Then an interview of Ravi Shankar. Then the great Vanraj Bhatia discusses about Ray's music for Charulata. Vanraj Bhatia is one of the finest film music composers of our country, and he has done music for films like Jane Bhi Do Yaro, 36 Chaurangi Lane, Khamosh, Drohkal, and most of the films made by Shyam Benegal and Govind Nihalni. Then an interview with great Banshi Chandragupta. This is a very interesting section. A bunch of interviews with Ray's actors. Koruna Banerjee, Ruma Guho Thakurta, Aparna Sen, then Das Gupta, Pahari Sanyal, Madhavi Mukherjee, Uma Das Gupta, Vaida Rahman, Soumitra Chatterjee. Sharmila Tagore, Anil Chatterjee. The entire magazine is full of some wonderful illustrations. And finally, an interview of the man himself, a director's perspective. So this is it. If you like this video, then please subscribe my channel and don't forget to click the bell button.